For the base coat for this manicure, I took Captivate top coat and applied it to the nail stick. I wanted to have a clear but also sparkly base. I'm going to do a full 45-second cure. Next, I'm taking Lovey Dovey, Shadow Surfer, and Spy Chic to create the artwork on the nail. I'm using my large striping brush and my fine detail brush for this manicure as well. I'm taking my striping brush and I'm going to roll it through my Lovey Dovey until I get a nice fine line of paint on my brush. I now start the lettering for my word joy. I break up the lettering into little parts so that I'm all kind of going in one direction as I'm working. That way it doesn't get all sloppy. I also do a quick flash cure in between each letter, only about 5 to 10 seconds, just to sort of solidify it, and that's because the Lovey Dovey polish can be runny, and if you do the whole word at once, I found that my cursive looking letters started to run together. So I just try to break it up as best I can. So for the Y, for example, I create a U on either side. I draw to the middle of the U, and then I take the tail down, and then I wrap the other part of the tail up and around. Breaking it up just makes it look much neater, and it's much easier to do. I forgot to put the dot on the J, so I just added that in quickly there. Now I'm taking my fine detail brush and I'm taking Shadow Surfer, which is a really sparkly navy dark blue, and I'm just gonna go in around the letters. I find this worked really well just because you could get into kind of the tighter parts of the word joy to make sure that the blue was right up against the lettering. Once I've completed this, I will pop it under the lamp and give it a nice cure. If you do happen to get any of the blue on the white, I just took another little angle brush and wiped off that little bit of blue on the white. I'm going to do a 45-second cure again. Next, I'm just going to go back in with my detail brush and do another layer of the Shadow Surfer so that we have a great color consistency throughout on the nail. Once this is completed, of course, I will do a complete cure of 45 seconds. Make sure you're leveling out the polish as you go. It is self-settling, but you do have to be careful with the fine detail brush that you're not putting it on too thick in some areas. I will do a 45-second cure once again. Now I'm taking Spy Chic, which has some really large glitter chunks in it, and it made it extra sparkly and kind of deepened the blue a little bit. So I wanted to have that really dark, deep blue and have lots of glitter on it. And I'm doing the same thing with my detail brush, just kind of pushing it around. I will do a complete cure again. Now I'm going to go back with my Lovey Dovey and my striping brush, and I'm going to go over the joy. This is just to make it look nice and smooth and even, also to bring the joy lettering up to the same height as the other layers of polish that I've done. And it gets rid of any little blue errors where it may have leaked onto the white. And also this gives you a really good view of what I'm doing for my letter work, how I'm going in one direction at a time so that you're not having issues trying to get the brush to work properly for you. I apologize for the glare in this video, it's kind of terrible. Now I'm going to do a complete cure for that because I have completed all that I want. And lastly, I'm just going to top it all off with a layer of Clearly Frisky. This kind of levels it all out, seals the design in, and makes everything nice and smooth and extra shiny. I do my last total cure, and that's our finished product. Here's my finished design. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays!